People say a lot of things about me, man. I just show up and control what I can control. And
I think they all are. I mean, I think Dak is in the developmental phase, and that sounds crazy for a guy that's played that much, but like there's things that we're tweaking with Dak.
Yo, what's up? This your boy M Breezy back at it again, man, like I always do around this time. What's up, Cowboy Nation? What's up, YouTube? Hey, man, y'all already know how I go, man. If you're new to the channel, man, hit that subscribe button. After watching the video, man, hit that like button and please share. And let's continue to help the channel grow, man. I really do appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. Now let's get on with the show, man. Let's go get on with the show. Now, y'all really thought I was going to let y'all slide with the never been head coach in the NFL and 25 years he been in the league. They say he got 25, 26 years worth of NFL experience, and this guy has never been the head coach in the NFL, and this guy said this about this quarterback making $60 million a year, the highest paid player in NFL history. Now, Brian Schottenheimer, you might be all right because you called out Dak Prescott and you said the unthinkable. You said that what nobody else would say about this quarterback. He is still developing, man. Ain't that by the beer? He told the truth. And I know it hurt. If I was Dak Prescott and I heard that man say this about me after I done took all this money, man, and supposed to be a top 5 NFL quarterback, and this man got the nerve to say that I'm still developing in this NFL, in this going on 10 years. This man said I'm still developing, and you fanboy can try to twist it how you want to twist it, but it's not going to work with me, man. I'm not going for it. You can't twist this story about what this man said. I don't care if he's trying to tweak plays, all this, that, and the third, and he's not changing playbooks because we know that Dak Prescott is not equipped enough to learn and adapt to a new playbook this fast because he don't have time. So with the same football system and the same plays that are going to be called, this man still is being developed, which is true because, like I said, this guy cannot read defenses. This guy cannot throw an accurate football. This guy cannot anticipate the throw to the receiver. And boy, he got George Pickens, so he better be a master at throwing a receiver open and trying to anticipate the pass to this guy because, like I said, this guy, he did not get a lot of separation. And that was the main thing that you guys were saying last year about the Cowboy wide receiver, man. They don't get separation. And we about to find out what's going on. But, man, look, I got to get into a couple of clips, man. Y'all already know how it go. And what Brian Schottenheimer say about this quarterback, man, we're going to get into that video, little clip in a few minutes. But let's listen to some stuff first with, all this hype around Brian Schottenheimer. He going to change the culture of the football team. And he going to have the team playing great football because the guys learn to love Brian Schottenheimer. They can adapt to this man because they're going to believe in this coach. But let's listen to this shocker after all this hype surrounding this head coach, Brian Schottenheimer.
And then, Lewis, let me give you the third one here that I found interesting. The Cowboys, and we touched on this earlier, are given just a 31% chance to make the playoffs. That's the 4th lowest of any team in the NFC. They're ahead of only the Giants, Saints, and Panthers. Meanwhile, on the
So this football team, with all this hype, with this culture-changing head coach, the 4th lowest in the whole NFC. In the NFC, not the NFL, the NFC, the 4th lowest. With a quarterback making this amount of money, $60 million, and we got the 4th lowest percentage chance to make the playoffs. Man, y'all must be smoking crack.
AFC, the Steelers have a 38% chance to make the playoffs. That ranks them 8th in the AFC. So right now, I'm asking you, one of those two legendary powerhouse teams, and not both, is going to make the playoffs this year. You got the Steelers or the Cowboys? Lewis?
It's the Cowboys for me. And it's simply because of the quarterback situation. And I know I have talked, and I think overall the discourse.
Pittsburgh still don't have a quarterback, so that's an easy prediction right now because if Pittsburgh still do not have a quarterback, who in the hell going to think that Mason Rudolph is going to do any damn thing? Nobody.
Surrounding Dallas has been kind of split as far as whether or not we think they're going to make, real tangible progress this year. I think they're going to be better in Pittsburgh. I think they have a much better chance of making the playoffs than Pittsburgh. because the quarterback is better. I mean, it's as simple as.
Yes, Dak Prescott is better than Mason Rudolph. La, la, la. Cry me a river. But listen to Louis Riddick on this clip, and then we're going to play a whole nother clip about what Louis Riddick had to say in the next clip. Just keep paying attention. Keep paying attention.
That they had made some key additions on the perimeter, obviously with George Pickens, who they took away from Pittsburgh, and having CeeDee Lamb. And the offensive line in Dallas is going to be better than what Pittsburgh's is. So, look, I mean, this is really easy for me. And, you know, and I know the people in Pittsburgh right now are sitting there thinking, well, look, Will Howard can hold down the fort. Mason can hold down the fort. Not when you're talking about this, man. Not when we're talking about playoff contention, Super Bowl contention.
Aaron Rodgers they're hoping and praying that Aaron Rodgers comes to this football team. Aaron Rodgers got this team hostage, man. The Pittsburgh Steelers, one of the top 4 franchises in the NFL. They let Aaron Rodgers hold them franchise.
It's just not good enough there. Dallas has got a leg up on them significantly as far as this discussion is concerned.
What do you think, Dan?
Yeah, never going to dismiss Mike Tomlin's ability to get a substandard looking roster into the playoffs. He's done it many times, but Dallas is going to be better, I think. Obviously, getting Dak Prescott back from injury, they're getting a lot of key guys back from injury on the defensive side of the ball as well.
Y'all heard that? It wasn't our offense. We're getting a lot of players back on defense as well, Prescott fanboys.
The offensive line, losing Zach Martin is tough, but they've been anticipating that, and they've been drafting for it. So I think Dallas. I understand where the analytics is coming from. The 2 teams that were in the NFC Championship game last year are in Dallas's division. That is tough to overcome, but I do think they'll be an improved team over last year, and I think a lot of people who are looking at it are underestimating how improved they can be.
So, there you heard what Louis Riddick had to say about when asked the question about, who got a better chance to make the playoff, the Cowboys or the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, everybody know that the Pittsburgh Steelers don't have a quarterback right now. They got Mason Rudolph and Will Howard. I think that this guy comes from Ohio State quarterback, Will Howard, if I'm not mistaken. But at this point in time, man, these guys don't have a quarterback. And, of course, you would pick the Cowboys over the Steelers. But that's not saying much. Because listen to this right here about what Louis really had to say right now about this team, the Dallas Cowboys. All this hype with this quarterback, Brian Schottenheimer and Dak Prescott. This match made in heaven again, because we heard it all before when we had Mike McCarthy. This was a perfect match. It was a match made in heaven for Mike McCarthy and Dak Prescott. But let's listen to right here what Louis really had to say about this. And me, I keep it real. I play the stuff that these fanboys don't want to play, because, like I said, they only play what they want you to hear.
So, Graziano, ESPN's FBI has the Eagles with a 20% chance to make the Super Bowl, which is the highest of any team in the NFL. So my question is, are you buying that the Eagles have the best chance of any team to make it to the Super Bowl?
Now, I got to be the wet blanket here and sell. I mean, look, the Eagles are great, and there's every reason to love them, but it's just so hard to repeat. We even saw it a couple of years ago when the Eagles looked like they should be the class of the NFC, and they fell apart late. A lot of things have to go right. San Francisco should be better. Dallas should be better. The North is still loaded. I think it's tough to say the Eagles get back in there. Plus, Greeny, remember, they can't win their division.
That's right. That no team has repeated in 21 years. Who was the biggest threat, Louis Riddick?
Hey, no team have repeated in 21 years. So the Cowboys won the year before, and the Eagles won last year. So isn't this time for the Commanders? I don't know, man. I'm just saying. Well, hey, let's listen to Louis Riddick, man. Let's just listen to Louis Riddick when comparing the quarterbacks in the NFC East. The highest paid quarterback, Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl MVP.
This right now, who do you think is the biggest threat to Philadelphia in the NFC?
It's Washington. It's Washington, Green, because they're making all the right moves. Look, I know we want to
He said Washington. He said the Washington Commanders are a bigger threat to the Eagles than the Dallas Cowboys. I wonder why. Pay attention.
Conveniently say, well, Jaden Daniels can't have another season like he had last year. Well, why not? Why can't he? Did Cliff Kingsbury go anywhere? No. Did they add some protection on the offensive line? Yeah. Laramie Tunsil and the drafting of Josh Connerly are huge. It's huge. It all started up front with them anyway. Deebo Samuel, that acquisition is huge because we know he's a multi-tool player. And we know that a guy like Jalen Lane, who they draft from Virginia Tech, he's an absolute stud in terms of his ability to add another speed component to go along with Terry McLaurin. And really, you know what? Here's the biggest thing. If they hit on Trey Amos, the corner that they draft out of Ole Miss, and we saw Washington just get obliterated in the NFC Championship game by Philadelphia through the air on the perimeter. If Trey Amos can be that dude, I'm telling you, everything is looking up for Washington. Everything is looking.
Man, did you hear this, man? This man, everybody's saying that, Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts, man, they picking both of these guys over Dak Prescott, man. I know it hurt fanboys. It hurt y'all to the core because it's sad. It's sad to see that this quarterback, man, that just robbed the Cowboys blind, man, and Jerry Jones with that contract, man. And it's going to hurt us for a while, and it's going to sting. And you fanboys don't want to admit it because you still got faith in this guy. But, man, I don't care who Jerry Jones hire, what coach that going to come in and change the coach and all this, that, and the third, man. It's not going to work until this quarterback do his job. And this guy cannot do his job. I don't care how much you hype this guy. It won't work because we've seen it all before. We done changed it. We done had multiple coaches. I mean, multiple players that came and gone, man. And this guy is still standing in the same spot, man. Can't win but one game in the playoff. And sometimes he gets sent home in the wild card playoff round. But at least Brian Schottenheimer told the truth about this quarterback, Randy Dakota Prescott.
We have a great room, and with Dak, Joe, and Will, it's been awesome.
Milton, is he more in because he just got in the league last year, he more in the developmental phase in terms of how you're trying to get him to grow?
I think they all are. I mean, I think Dak is in the developmental phase, and that's.
Man, this man said Dak Prescott is in the developmental stage. What the fuck are you developing? Huh? What are you developing? Hormones? Sperm count? Because he can have kids. He can have a lot of kids. What the hell are you developing? Huh? By the way, congratulations, Dak Prescott, on your second child. But what in the hell are you developing this guy going to 10 years? $60 million a year. You coming in, you're going to change the culture. What the hell is this guy developing? You guys cannot chop it up and try to make it seem like this guy that every quarterback has room to grow. All this, that, and the third. Man, I don't want to hear that because I've never heard a head coach say that his quarterback that been in the league going on 10 years saying that he is still in the developmental stage. I've never heard of it, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. You can miss me with all this bull crap. I don't want to hear it. And the same guy that when Michael Irvin was on the Fox facility with Emmanuel Acho and Shady McCoy and James Jones and Chase Daniel, all these guys. But he was not on with the guy. He was with George Taylor and Paul Pierce and all these guys. When he said that we need a quarterback that can run like Jalen Hurts, the guy that won the Super Bowl and was MVP. You got to call this guy a crackhead, Michael Irvin on that dust, on that this, that, he on drugs, all this, that, and the third. But soon this guy came out and said that a couple of days ago, he went to the Cowboys OTAs. He met Brian Schottenheimer. How he loved Brian Schottenheimer. How he gonna change the coach, all this, that, and the third. You praise this guy. This is what I be saying about these flip-flopping ass YouTuber Cowboy fans and these fanboys down in the comment section. You guys flip-flop more than a pair of flip-flops on the bottom of a girl's feet. That's what you guys do, man. That's what you guys do. Overhype this team and get the fan base up in an uproar, and you don't know what the hell gonna happen, man. And these idiots fall for it. And I blame you, fanboys, the fandom guys down here in the comment section. You want to hold these guys accountable, man, for putting out this fake footage on YouTube, hyping y'all ass up, and they don't believe now word that they say, but as long as they can get y'all on here and agree with it and get a YouTube check, on to the next one. Because they don't care. Because I don't want to hear about that. Oh, man, we can come on here, man. We can admit we wrong. We can apologize. All this, that, and the third. Man, that's cake. That's easy. I don't want to hear that, man. You guys are really making a lot of us sick, man, especially the real Cowboy fan. We tired of this bullshit that's spurring over the internet about this head coach, about what he going to come in here and do to the team. And we know that this guy had never coached a lick of football as a head coach in his life. Nobody want this guy. Mike McCarthy, out of all head coaches, when he gave this guy a job being a quarterback coach, and he's seen all of that Prescott flaws the last 4 years, and y'all think that this guy gonna come in and change something? Man, y'all got to be out y'all rabbit ass coon mind. But hey, like I said, be careful. Because like I said, a lot of times, you keep running your mouth, them lies gonna catch up with you. And you better hope deep down inside that this guy can come in and change his culture. We don't want to hear about, no couple of years. We don't expect the Cowboys to go to the Super Bowl this year. We don't expect the Cowboys to do this, do that. Man, we don't want to hear that bullshit the way y'all on here internet putting out all these damn videos, hyping the team up, talking about this player, that player, all this, that, and the third, man. It all gonna boil down to that damn quarterback. All gonna boil down to that damn quarterback. And I got one more clip to show y'all. This guy over here, Dak Prescott, supposedly had a off the bone hamstring injury, and you could never tell about the way when you see this guy in these videos, man. It never seemed to amaze me. Never.
Another day of OTAs in the books, but one thing that has stayed constant since day one is Brian Schottenheimer's infectious hype man energy. Now, if there's one thing that was apparent from
hype man energy. Look how he up here running, bouncing up and down, jumping up and down. I hear him acting like he had won 2 or 3 Super Bowls. See, this is what get me. I mean, what made this guy so special? Anybody can come in there and hype a team up. That's what all coaches do. Deion Sanders do it in Colorado. But when Deion Sanders do all the hyping up with the players jumping up and down around, playing music, all that, in the third and practicing all that. Oh, who Deion think he is, all this, that, in the third. But Brian Schottenheimer come in and do it. Oh, man, we love it. We love it, man. Let's go Cowboys. Let's go Cowboys.
Today is that energy has contagiously spread across the Cowboys locker room.
I can feel a change in like the energy of the team, the shift, like, you know what I'm saying? We happy to be at practice, and it's the same energy every day. So,
this is one Ye Thompson. We happy to be at practice. This is the NFL. This is the pros. Where else you gonna be happy to be at? You supposed to be happy to be in practice. You in the NFL. So this head coach gonna make y'all be happy to come do your job? Really? Brian Schottenheimer, a first-time head coach in the NFL, gonna make you guys come to practice and be hyped and be glad to do your job? Man, you can't make this shit up.
We're gonna take that in a mini camp and then keep this thing.
Look at him. Look at that Prescott. You sold this team out last year. Now you coming around acting like it never happened. Running around, giving everybody doubt, jumping up and down like you ain't never been injured in your whole NFL career, man. This guy's a fraud.
Ain't rolling for real.
It really feels good whenever you're able to go out to practice and, man, you're jumping around, listening to music. You're with your guys, and that's really the.
Jumping around, listening to music, all this, that, and the third. This is Deuce. And Deuce can't even get in the game. Man, you can't even get in the game. You might be cut. The only reason you're on the team because your father was on the team as, what is a scout or something like that? Somebody, whatever it is, this is why you're here, because of your father.
We're trying to build, so it's really huge.
With Schottenheimer being a first-year head coach, there's still a lot of questions surrounding him. But so far, the players have.
Look at that Prescott jumping up and down. Look at him. Look, he out there acting like he did not quit on his team last year. See, this is what I'm saying about this fraud. He acting like he didn't do nothing wrong last year when he quit on his football team. Now that there's no pressure on right now, there's nothing to do, no football to be played. He out there with the guys, jumping up and down, giving high five, all this, that, and the third, man. This guy is a fraud. He is a fraud. I don't care what you fanboys say. This is a fraud, and he the main reason why we ain't going no goddamn well.
Loved Schottenheimer's playful coaching style. Only time will tell if that will translate to wins on Sunday. But for now, Schottenheimer doesn't expect to pump the brakes anytime soon.
If we don't have energy and we're not into it and we're not running around and we're not talking then the players aren't going to be able to do that.
So if we're not running around talking shit, the players ain't going to be able. Well, the player been running around talking shit because if I'm not mistaken, didn't Trayvon Diggs call Dak Prescott a B word in training camp? Well, they've been walking around. They've been talking noise in practice, man. Been talking shit, using the cuss word, profanity, all this and the third. So, man, this hey, man, I don't see what the hype is, man. I do not see what the hype is, man. But you guys can go ahead on hyping them up, put these videos out, man, and get paid because we got a lot of delusional Cowboy fans out there in this world that will believe some of the stuff that come out of you guys' content off you guys' page. You guys don't. Hey, look, you guys would talk about anything. You can talk about a player switching jersey numbers, and these idiots go crazy in the comment section. And somebody, I don't know who they are, but this every time you look around, listen to what somebody said about it. Listen to what this player said. Listen to what this coach said about the Cowboys. Listen to what this coach said. Man, listen to what my ass. Listen to what somebody said. Man, look, I listen to what you saying. You ain't saying a damn thing. You just running your damn mouth. You ain't saying nothing. When no football pads come on, when the lights get bright, when they game means something, and then I will listen to what somebody said about the Dallas Cowboys. Until then, man, keep fooling Cowboy Nation, man. Keep fooling them because, look, we already know what it's going to be, man. We already know what it's going to be. About week 5, week 6, man, blame gang going to be going around, man. You guys going to be crucifying this football team, man. And guess what? I'm going to be right here to let you guys know that I don't want to hear that shit. And most of us real Cowboy fans, we don't want to hear that shit. We don't want to hear that shit because we've been hearing this shit before, and we got to hear it again in all this offseason. But go ahead, knock yourself out. With this Brian Schottenheimer shit, and Dak Prescott, all of a sudden going to turn over a new leaf going into 10 years. He's a fraud. He's going to show y'all why he's a fraud. He's going to show you why he's been a fraud and show y'all why he's going to keep continuing being a fraud because I blame you clowns out here for promoting this guy. It's what it is. It's your boy Breezy. I ain't going nowhere. You can hate me all you want to. You can say whatever you want to say about Breezy. But guess what? Breezy's going to be right here on your ass if this shit fall down and don't work out the way it's supposed to be. Call me a hater all you want to, but I done seen this shit before. Hey, man, hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button. Leave me a comment down below, man. Tell me what y'all think about this. Is Dak Prescott still developing as a quarterback, making $60 million a goddamn year? Man, first time head coach in the NFL just said it. Hey, man, it's your boy Breezy. Until the next time.
People say a lot of things about me, man. I just show up and control what I can control. And
I think they all are. I mean, I think Dak is in the developmental phase, and that sounds crazy for a guy that's played that much, but like there's things that we're tweaking with Dak.